Hi friends, it's Heidi McKee here, coming to you to share what my 2018 plan is. Yes, I still have Christmas presents because we got iced out of going to Oklahoma. I still have Christmas stuff that needs to be put away. But I am planning for a 2018 year that will honor God and give Him glory and praise. So 2017, my word of the year was focus. And I prayed many days of asking God to tell me what to focus on. And in fact, I had all these buckets of things that I was doing. My 31 business, my family, my speaking engagements, my book, should I market it? All these little buckets that I had. I would literally write them on a piece of paper, put them on my desk, and pray over them, asking the Lord to send a holy wind and swoop everything off, and leaving the one thing that I needed to focus on. I prayed and prayed, and I asked God, please give me something to focus on. Give me something to focus on. He never did that. He never blew the wind, but He had a gentle breeze that was always piercing my heart that says, hey, Hebrews 12, 1 and 2 is your favorite verse. It says, fix your eyes on the author and perfecter of your faith. Fix your eyes is basically the definition of focus. So God was constantly telling me, hey, all you got to do is focus on me. All you got to do is fix your eyes on the author who has already written your story, who has already planned in advance what your role is. And all you got to do is play that role, and you will bless others. You will love others. So this whole year of trying to figure out what I'm going to focus on and not getting the word that I'm going to be a famous public speaker and bring millions of people to the knowledge of the Lord, or be this inspirational, motivational speaker and help people revolutionize their businesses and find their passionate purpose. I wasn't going to be a million copy bookseller. All I was to do is to focus on Him, the author and perfecter of my faith. And so moving into 2018 and just realizing that God is simple. God just wants us to love Him and love others. I've been hanging out in Matthew, where in chapter 25, where He says, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. And in Deuteronomy, it says with all your might. So your physical strength, your love, your thought process, and even everything that makes who you are. That is how we're to love the Lord. So I wrote down all these questions like, God, how in the world am I going to love you? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to love you with all my heart. I don't know how to love you with all my soul. I don't know how to love you with all my strength and my mind. God, I need you to show me. And He did. The very next verse, as the second most important commandment, is to love those around you, love others. Now, I know how to physically love others, and it's hard. It's hard to not put myself in front of loving others. When someone wants to share their heart and I have other things to do, no, I'm supposed to stop and listen. That's how I can love God, is by loving others. And so my new mantra, my new phrase, my new exciting, passionate purpose that I'm going to do this year is I'm going to become a sacrificial lover. And that sounds kind of trite, but guys, this is something that I cannot do on my own. This is something that I physically, mentally, emotionally have no idea how to do it. I'm going to be seeking scripture. I'm going to be searching out. I'm going to be asking God, hey, how do I love you? How do I love others? Show me a better way. And I know there's all kinds of examples in scripture. And over the next few months, I'm going to be coming to you and sharing you how I'm going to be a sacrificial lover this year of 2018. Now, I know sacrificial loving doesn't pay the bills. I know it doesn't bring home an income. I know it may or may not get things done physically on the aspect. But I'm pretty sure it's like that bride walking down the aisle with her eyes fixed on the bridegroom. He's handsome. He's dressed for the occasion. And when she keeps her eyes focused straight on him, her veil, her train, the lace, everything in her body is perfectly in line. But if she gets distracted and looks to the right or looks to the left, it gets wrinkled. She may get tripped up. But when we stay focused, when we stay in love, serving our author and perfecter of our faith, everything else will come into place. So my plan for 2018 is to plan. P stands for pray. Every day I'm going to start my day out with prayer. If it's a 5-second prayer, a 10-minute prayer, whatever, I'm going to pray that God gives me someone to love that day. I'm going to pray. I'm going to leave the things I need to leave with God. So many times I have a tug of war match with him, but it says in Philippians, with prayer and petition, let your requests be known to God, and then let him have the rest. He'll take care of it. So I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at the throne of grace and walk away. And then A, I'm going to act on the things that he's called me to act on. So many times in scripture, God has given a soldier, a commander, someone in charge, a leader. He says, hey, let me do this part, but here's your job. I'm going to ask God to show me what I'm supposed to be doing. Show me the physical act of love, and I'm going to act on what you've called me to do. And lastly, the N is going to be, I'm going to note it down. I'm going to take notes. Guys, I'm going to make sure everybody knows in my family that I'm doing this for him and for them, and it's going to be noted. So as you know, my husband did the most loving, gracious, godliest thing that a husband can do. And every day of the year 2017, he wrote on a 4x6 note card at Thanksgiving. January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, every single day he dated it and he wrote down what he was thankful about me. That changed me. That changed that someone could physically and emotionally think about me every day, something good. And I know for darn well there were some days that he had a hard time thinking something thankful for me, but he did it anyway. So daily, I'm going to note it down. I'm going to note down what I'm thankful for and how I love the Lord and how I love others. I'm going to note it down. So I'm going to pray. I'm going to leave the things with God that needs to be left with him. I'm going to act on the things that God has told me to act on, and I'm going to note it down. So that's my plan for 2018, is to be a sacrificial lover. I would love for you to come along with me and hold me accountable, to pray for me and with me. Maybe you have a new direction that you want to go, and I would love to pray for you as well. Because let's be sacrificial lovers together in the year 2018, and keeping our eyes on the author who has written our story, who knows us full well, who knows everything about us, so that we can honor him in all that we say and that we do in the year 2018. Who's with me? I'm here. Let's go, friends. God bless.